Carnales de Soundcheck, nos encontramos en un momento de lujo. Un gran actor está con nosotros, que está presentando nueva película a nivel mundial. También él la dirige. Es un placer tener a mi lado al señor Rob Schneider.
Yes.
First of all, it's an honor to talk with you. Thank you very much for being here.
Gran placer.
Cool. Now, a big stand. This movie. You directed. You're acting.
Comer, food,
Yeah.
catering.
The catering, everything.
I plug the lights in, makeup.
How much of a difference was the adventure of doing a movie when you also directed it?
Well, no one else wanted to do it, so that made it. But it was okay. It was fun. I was the actor, the lead actor, and I was the director. So I was very difficult to myself. You're a terrible director, terrible actor, terrible director, terrible actor. I'm going to my trailer. I'm going to my trailer. You'll never work again. You'll never work again. You'll never work again. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. The martial arts was fun to do, and with David Carradine.
Yeah, of course, it's a classic.
So it's a fun movie. I hope people see. There's a good Mexican gang in the prison. Some good music from I think Cubano music, and it's nice. A little mariachi loco.
Yeah, mariachi loco.
Un poco.
No, when I see the trailer, I saw two MMA fighters, Bob Sapp, Don Fry.
Yeah, Don Fry, and also Randy Couture.
Randy Couture is there? Oh,
yeah.
Cool. That's amazing. Are you a fan of
Yeah, it's the mixed martial arts is muy loco.
Yeah, I like that.
Those guys are they can do anything. It can hit you in the. It's ridiculous, but it's fun to watch. But it's also like But if you know them, it's more painful. Like I saw my friend Randy Couture. He lost.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's painful to watch him lose. And they're on the ground. And it's like, And it's like, they can do anything. It's ridiculous.
And how much do you have to practice? Do you?
I did 7 months of martial arts training.
7 months.
The huba, which is the one thing, it's like this. If you try to punch me, that was good actually. You get right through. I don't know if that's try it again.
Okay.
That's the huba. And then we do the Kali sticks, which eskrima Filipino.
Okay.
I do my own sound effects too. And I did the nunchucks. So the guy who worked with Bruce Lee and introduced him to nunchucks. Which is an impractical weapon, but in the movies it looks good.
Yeah, it looks very spectacular.
So I got to learn from the guy who taught Bruce Lee.
Really?
Bruce Lee, yeah. Dan Inosanto, Guru, Maestro Inosanto. And he's brilliant. He's the guy, he's a little part in the movie with the knives, a little guy who attacks me with knives. Again, sound effects. And so it was great. And also Jeet Kune Do we did, and also Muay Thai boxing.
Just like your knees,
and the spin kicks, and it was fun.
That's cool.
Enjoyed it.
That's amazing. And now talking about the plot of the story, who came with the idea?
Josh Lee, is a guy who used to write for The Simpsons, and he got arrested for he went to jail for drunk driving.
Yeah.
And he was very scared because he's a little guy like me, and he's worried about what would happen to him. Every man, I'm sure, at one time in his life, be afraid of
what happened if
if I go to prison.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to me in prison?
I know.
Romantico.
Yeah.
No bueno.
no bueno.
No prison romantico. No bueno. So it's an adventure about a guy who has to prepare himself. Prueba de hombres. Man-proof. So no. This is a rich guy. He's a bad guy. I play. And he steals from little old ladies. He's a real estate. All the thing that's happened in the world, it's perfect now. Because he's a bad real estate man. He steals money. And the economy goes down. He goes to jail. And so he has a few months before he goes in. He bribes the judge. And he has to learn to be a killer. So David Carradine teaches me to be a killer. And breaks my finger.
How was the first time that you have a shot with David Carradine in the movie?
Well, we had to do a scene where he's gonna show me martial arts, and so he's very good at it. He's an older guy, but he's still very quick and good. But he has very heavy hands. So when he slaps you see me in the movie. When he slaps me, he's really slapping.
You're
me.
Like, oh.
Yeah, my hand. I have a big print of David Carradine's big hand on my face. so we had to shoot this side the rest of the day.
But at the same time, I mean,
it was fun.
It's Dave Carlin. You cannot say nothing. It's like
it's an honor. You know, when you get slapped by him, it's almost you almost enjoy it. Like, well, David Carradine just hit me.
Yeah, of course.
And now, do you actually have to shot some of the movie in prison?
Yeah, we shot in a real prison in Stockton, California. It was very hot, mucho caliente. It was 114 degrees, very hot. So it was like 40 in Celsius, 44, something like that.
That's
It was
really
ridiculous.
hot,
So everybody, once a day, somebody would collapse and go to the hospital. But mostly we had
You
prisoners.
collapsed at some time?
I did one time from food poisoning.
Oh, okay.
But I was okay. The refrigerators, the huevos, they were no bueno.
No, huevos no bueno. Okay,
yeah.
no recomendable.
But in the heat. But it was yeah, it was really nice. Mostly prisoners are in the movie. When you see the movie, it's all prisoners. But they were just recently out of jail, like 15 minutos.
And as a director, it wasn't. Did you feel at some point like pressure, like
Yes.
there is real, probably
Real prisoners?
yeah,
That
or they were always nice?
they were pretty nice, but there was different gangs. You had the Mexican gang,
Yeah.
very nice and good dancers, salsa.
Yeah.
And then there was the black gang, you know. They were, you know, have better weapons, you know. And then there was the Aryan gang, the white gang, the terrible dancers. And, you know, it's like a George Bush gang.
Yeah, okay,
So-
we don't want that gang.
Nunca George Bush.
No.
But it was, you know, the gangs got along good in the prison. It was fun. So I think they had a good time. It's nice to be working on a movie and not to be really in prison. So I think they enjoyed not being really in prison. But funny though, you know, during lunch, during merienda, they would have the Mexican gang would sit over here, and with the guys who were the guards, they wouldn't sit with the guards, even though they were actors. They still wouldn't sit. They were still like, you know, after a while, it's still mentally you think, you know, those are the guards. No, they're just actors. You know?
That's interesting.
My brother-in-law played one of the guards, and they didn't want to sit with him, you know, because he was like, I'm just an actor.
That's great. Now, talking about yourself, about your life, I know that you support a lot that people take care of the environment, right?
Yes.
What kind of things are you doing right now to try to tell that?
Well, instead of taking an airplane to Mexico, I took a hang glider.
How many hours?
Instead of a private jet, I took a regular jet. I don't take a private jet. You know, like Adam Sandler takes private jets. It's terrible.
No.
Go with everything. No, but you can do. I have a Prius, so you get a little bit better gas mileage. You can walk places, and you know, your electricity. You have special light bulbs, and to recycle everything. You don't have to throw anything in the garbage. You could take paper, and you could get a shredder, and then you have a mulcher, and it takes the paper down, so you don't have the paper. You can take garbage bags instead of plasticos. No bueno. No. Use corn.